Oh man, what's up guys? NintendoCapriSun here with the finale of Justice for All, Case 4. This is it, this is the end of the line, the end of the game, and what can I say? Alright, first things first. This is actually my third attempt at this. I tried recording my second attempt, and to be honest, I really wasn't very happy with it. I guessed wrong again, and I spent 5 minutes just sitting there justifying what turned out to be a wrong guess. It just wouldn't have been that fun to listen to, really, because it's like you already know I'm about to guess wrong. So sitting there listening to me guess for 5 minutes, you know, sitting there explaining why this should be the right answer. The answer I ended up picking was showing Matt the suicide note. And even as I was explaining why I made that choice, even then, I was coming up with reasons why that was probably the wrong answer too. As in, well, Matt already knew what he did, so why would showing him the suicide note, you know, make him feel guilty or anything like that? So, that turned out to be the wrong answer. So what I did actually, and I know this might make some people a little mad, I didn't go to a walkthrough. I went to a hint site that had hints on it that would kind of sort of guide you in the right direction without actually telling you what the answer was. And I thought, you know, maybe that's not so bad, because I still don't know what the actual answer is. But I do know part of it, though. So there were 9 hints for this last question, and I read 5 of them. I got to the point where it said, you need to show something to the killer. So I know that the killer is the person you show the evidence to, but I don't know what evidence you actually have to show him. So there was that. The other thing that they said on the hint site was something... Well, they said that, like, when Mia tells you about those 2 things that you're trying to do, I was under the assumption that there were actually 2 possible right answers, and one of them would make Matt on guard wish for a guilty verdict. The other would make the killer ditch him as a client. Well, actually, it turns out there is only one right answer, and it accomplishes both. So I was not aware of that. That did cross my mind that there might be one answer that accomplishes both, but I didn't think that was actually the case. It turns out it is. So there is only one right answer, and it is something you show to the killer. So, okay, I need to point something out. I am sorry to do this right now, but I can't unsee it now. The judge's face. There are these 2 black pixels on the top of his mustache. Can you see them there? They're like to the left and right of his nose. I can't unsee those pixels as being like the ends of his mouth, and he's smiling really big underneath the mustache. Does anybody else see that? Because I can't unsee it now. But yeah, it's... So yeah, so the killer is the person we want to show the thing to. But the thing is, like, I'm actually glad that I looked this up and found this out, because I would have gone a long time before I would have thought that the killer was the person you show the thing to, whatever it is. And the reason for that is because he's on a walkie-talkie, so you're not really showing him anything. You can't show him anything if he's on the other end of a 2-way radio. So I wouldn't have thought he was the person to show the evidence to. And I would have gone for a long time before I started trying him as my guess. Now, as for the evidence itself, what do we have? We have a lot of stuff. I got some Doritos over here too. Today's my birthday, by the way. And so, like, I don't give a shit about what I eat today. I've already eaten a piece of cake. Just one piece. I bought one piece of cake. I didn't buy a whole cake because, no, I'm not trying to kill myself here, but yeah. So I got these Doritos over here, and you know what's even worse? I'm actually going to eat them while I make this decision. So I'm going to torture you now by forcing you to listen to me eat my Dorito. Sure, you're probably sitting there like, just guess already. I don't know, I've thought about this, because I learned about that I was supposed to show the thing to D-Killer, and then I went to the store, and I thought about it as I walked around the store. There is the spy camera, which kind of, I think that might be something. Well, here's the thing. He had to know he was being spied on, right? Because he went back for the tape. So why else would he do that unless he knew what was on the tape? I mean, if he didn't know what was on it, then it wouldn't mean so much to him that he would knock over 3 policemen in an attempt to get it back. Like, he had to know what was on the tape if he was that concerned about getting it back because he knew that it would implicate him. So I don't see how showing him the camera is going to do anything because he clearly already knew he was being spied. Plus, he was hanging around Matt Ongar's house all that time with the suicide dish and the whole collection of videotapes there. It's like, how could he not know that he was being watched or being recorded? Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess it doesn't necessarily mean he knew he was being recorded. He just knew that Matt was watching somebody. I would think, though, he would be clever enough to figure out that it was indeed him who's being watched, but... So then the other thing is the suicide note. I could show the suicide note to D-Killer, and the suicide note says all those things about Matt. Now, D-Killer doesn't know about the suicide note, I don't think, because it was inside the bear. He gave the bear to whoever he gave it to, without ever knowing what was inside of it. Now, if he had seen all those things about Matt, maybe that would make him ditch Matt as a client. And it would also, I don't know, make Matt wish for a guilty verdict because D-Killer would hate him and want to come after him for it. Because I'm pretty sure what I said in the last video about the, because I've already actually edited the last video. This is being recorded separate later in the day. And one of the first things I said, I think, was actually possibly right, that the reason Matt would want to get a guilty verdict would be to protect himself from someone wanting to kill him. Someone out there, you know. That's the only reason anyone would want to go to jail, is to be protected from someone on the outside. And what better person to be protected from than D-Killer himself? Like, D-Killer would have to want to kill Matt. And showing him the suicide note maybe a means to that end. I don't know. This is, do I really want to jump the gun with this and go with that? I mean, and then there's the tape too. See, I still want to show him the tape, but because it feels like, well, let's see what happens here with the suicide note first. Nope. I don't think that's it. Well, I guess we get to watch this ending for the 3rd time now. You know what? I'm not even going to cut. I got him here. You're going to sit there and watch this with me. And we're going to like it. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't the suicide note. Well, I just thought that might make D-Killer hate Matt, by revealing the truth about Matt to him. Since he's so, like, up and, he's so morally righteous and everything, holier than thou. The other thing would be to show him the tape, but then once again, it's like, I still maintain that he already knew he was being recorded, but at the same time, actually, well, I don't know, would they really expect the player to make that big of a logical leap, though? What I was thinking was, well, there's all that stuff about trust, like, Like, that's... Oh, Jesus. That would make sense, wouldn't it? That would make sense. Everything about that would make sense. Like, all that time, how much time did they spend talking about that, too? All that time DeKiller was talking about, you know, that his relationship with his client is based on trust. That he trusts his client, and his client can trust him. But that works both ways. Now, see, if your client is recording you, you know, as a means to, like, blackmail you later, then that's not, you know, that's not showing much trust at all. You know, the idea is that your client trusts you not to blackmail them, and that's why you leave the card, so that they don't get in trouble. But if your client is going around behind your back, recording you to try to use it against you, that would be a violation of your trust. Holy fucking hell. I think I just figured it out. We have to show him the tape. We really do. So either the tape or the camera. Maybe either one of those would work, though. Either way, we just have to tell DeKiller that maybe he didn't know he was being spied on. But that doesn't make sense, though, because he went back for the tape. Shoot! Oh, I knew I was going to run into something. Is that... Why would he run back for the tape if he didn't know what was on it? Why would he care so much? Oh, shoot. Because he knocked up... They said he knocked over they said he overpowered 3 policemen to try to get that tape. He didn't actually get it. But... Well, what did they say? They said he overpowered them, yet he didn't get the tape. But he was trying to get that tape. So I still say if he was trying to get the tape, he must have known what was on it. I don't know. Well, what else did he leave behind? I mean, he left the gun and the cannoli, but... Okay, so here's the tape. Bam. Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, no! Dude, did I just get it? There is some merit, Edgeworth says. Of course, when Edgeworth says that it's okay. Jeez. Freaking Edgeworth, man. We did it. I think we got it here. Alright, wait till you hear about this. Maya, she's okay, right? God, please tell me she's okay. Dude, you're gonna shut... Ooh, I was just starting to see things from your point of view. Don't go and be an ass hat on me now. I'm gonna eat another Dorito. Because I ain't gonna put up with this. You hear that? Yeah. I have here a videotape. It's found at your hideout. You know what we have to say about that. You injured 3 officers in your attempt to get this back. Exactly. Okay, so why did he do that now? That was most regrettable. However, it was an order from my client. Ah, there you go. Matt ordered him to get the tape back, and because of the whole trust thing, he had to do it. Or at least he had to do his best to get it. I'm afraid I seem to have failed in that regard, yeah. He probably actually felt really bad for that because it was part of, like, his deal and everything, and he does, you know, with all the value he placed on this whole trust thing, I'm sure that's going to come up eventually here. I was sternly told by my client to not watch it? He doesn't even know what's on the tape? He spent all that time in the house and he never even remotely got curious about what... He didn't know he was being recorded. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Because who would have thought that there would have been a hidden camera inside of a stuffed bear? That does make sense, actually. He didn't know he was being recorded. The only thing he knew is that Matt was recording somebody or spying on somebody, and surely he at least knew that. He just never suspected it would have been him that Matt was spying on. Gee whiz. That's what you get when you assume too much, I'm telling you, man. Oh my god. That is some crazy, crazy crap. Oh man. That they were. Is that true, Mr. Wright? Who was it that planted a camera? Well, I just can't wait to tell you. That would be your client, naturally. He is gonna get it. He is not gonna be happy. Not gonna be happy about this at all. I just, oh my god. That was a, no, it was not. Be quiet and listen, Your Honor. Oh, I swallowed that Dorito too fast. Yes, he did. That was so they could film you. Dang, he actually sounds human here. He's well, because he's an asshat. Because he doesn't trust you. I would like to know why. Why did Matt Ard... Oh, am I going to have to answer this? Wanted to see Juan get his. Wanted to blackmail on you. Didn't trust your skill. Actually, these are all pretty good answers. Yeah, didn't trust your skills. We could rule that one out. But wanted to see Juan get his, though. I mean, the thing is, I don't feel like he really hated Juan that much. He never really even talked about him that much. So blackmail it is. Besides, he told us that anyway, so... Those were still pretty convincing answers, though. I mean, I can only imagine what would have happened if I would have said one of them. Actually, as far as that goes, I wouldn't be surprised if you could have chosen any one of those and still got the same result. I mean, the game's not going to let you lose once you've gotten to this point, right? I don't know. I mean, it might be worth trying. Not now. They were thinking of using this video to blackmail you. Well, I was kind of more under the impression he was using it to, like, protect himself in case the, killer tried to blackmail him. Which goes into the whole, you know, not trusting him thing. That is so gross. Uh-oh. Sorry, Matt. It looks like it's your turn to be afraid. By a natural. Yep. Yeah, what's up, Edgeworth? You told us one thing numerous times during your testimony. You said that you detest traitors most of all. Damn straight I do. Oh, Edgeworth is just like egging him on at this point. Holy shit. Like, gee, what if, you know? I mean, he is, but what if? Oh, you know what he said, too? He said, like, if that happened, he would kill the person. Like, they wouldn't be his client for much longer. Didn't he say something like that? This would make D-Killer want to kill Matt, and this is why Matt would want a guilty verdict. He would want to get sent to jail, because... because you don't want to fuck with that Mac Daddy. Jeez Louise, man. You know, red screen just for, you know, extra emphasis and all. I see. That's all I wanted to know. No problem. Carry on. I am so sorry about these Doritos, man. This is one of the worst things I've ever done to you people. Like, I almost feel as evil as Matt myself right now. Yeah, we turned that case around alright. Turn the case around. Oh, shit. What the? I'm not an item. Oh, you know, when I was searching for that hints site, I read something that I thought might be a spoiler. I didn't read much. All it said was Maya's voice echoes out over the two-way radio. And I think it said something about her screaming. So it doesn't seem now like that's actually going to happen, but I've been kind of like inwardly anticipating it. Now, I do believe it's time to finally hand down a verdict. Yep, that sounds about right. So let's do it. Look at you. Not so tough without your freaking... I don't even know. Without your surveillance, are you? This is the NSA after America wins the big... Like America's ever gonna win. Yeah, right. Anybody see that John Oliver episode? That's his name, isn't it? John Oliver? I don't know, late last night or whatever that show was called. Last week tonight or something. Anyway, help me. Now then, Your Honor, the verdict, if you please. Is this alright with you, Mr. Wright? Yeah, well, there's no escape. Oh, you mean I get to pick? Sweet! Oh, man! So if I plead not guilty, he goes out into the street and gets killed by the killer. If I plead guilty, he goes to jail and gets a giant black dick in his butt for the rest of his life. I think I'll give him... I think I'll give him the dick in the butt. Yeah. That sounds about right. I cannot make your crime disappear. I think a guilty verdict is appropriate here. Me, my wonderful self. Even if you got an acquittal the instant you set foot outside the detention center, your life would be in danger. No matter which way you look at it, you are screwed. Except this time, you're physically screwed. What the hell? Dude, stop! Oh! Ew. Is that what I'm doing to my face when I scratch it? Oh! Ugh. I can't believe you just did that. That is so nasty. Ugh. How is Matt on guard? I've left Miss Von Karma in charge of his incarceration. I'm sure he's getting a full course meal of whipped leather right about now. Ha ha ha! A mouthful of whip, baby. That was a close one, wasn't it, witness? Oh yeah, wasn't it ever? I plan to pay my debt to society for my own crime, Your Honor. This trial was the first time I'd stood on the witness stand. And when I did, I really felt helpless. Yeah. I guess. Yeah, he really did kind of, you know, play the asshole game with her a little bit. Jeez. But after that, when I was alone at the detention center, that's the first time I really saw myself and who I am. That's cool. And today, when the two of you used your combined strength to convict Matt, I felt like I found... Aww! Oh my gosh. This is the first time I've ever seen her smile. So happy. I'm really happy that you two were in charge of this case. And I really don't know how to express how I feel at this moment. This is the first time I felt comfortable with myself, with who I am. Well, that's good. Thank you so much, everyone. Oh, don't do that. Don't get that tremble in your voice and give it away that you're actually touched by the... Me over here trying to be macho. As for myself, there's still a few things I'm confused about, but everyone seems to be in good spirits, and that is good enough for me. That is all. This court is adjourned. Oh! We did it! We freaking did it! Bond! You were great out there, Phoenix. What I did out there was right, wasn't it? This is the first time you've not gotten your client off. Well, when you put it that way. You got them a guilty verdict this time, but you have to look past all that to what's really important. You now realize that there is something more than just getting a not guilty, right? Yeah. I mean, you know, nobody would ever look at my record, see that one loss, and go check out that loss and say that it was really a loss on my part. Nobody could possibly do that. When you lose, like, a football game or something, you know, then that's just because you didn't score enough points. But when you lose, like, a case, sometimes, you know, it's external factors. It's, you don't own the truth. Nobody does. So if you happen to be, you know, on the wrong side of it, well, then that's just what happens. And Phoenix didn't even, you know, Phoenix didn't even take this case of his own will. He only took it because he was kind of forced to by the kidnapper. So I don't think it would even really technically count as a loss for him. At least not as far as, like... I mean, who's keeping score anyway, though? You know, that's the thing. Yeah, exactly. Right! Left! Left! Right! Left! I have good news. Maya is now safe in police custody. Yes! Oh, man. Oh, that reunion is gonna... I'm gonna have to look away from the screen, or else I'm gonna lose my mind. She's on her way here as we speak in a patrol car. Oh, good. I thought she was in a roller coaster. Well, at least she doesn't get... At least she won't throw up. No, I'm just kidding. She punches deceptively hard for a kid. What? What, so we're gonna get Pearl and Smash now? I don't think so. Hey, take it easy. It's alright. Oh. What's wrong? Miss Von Karma. Ah! Oh, no, boy, what's going on here? It's about earlier. Thanks. So I don't really want to say thank you to you. I mean, you're... After all we've been through. Ow! Why are you still smiling, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Because I can't wait to get my assistant back. And now she's coming. Yeah, perfect windwrecker, schmurfect, schmin, checkered. Don't think you'll ever understand, Miss Von Karma. How dare you? How dare I what? Don't worry, she may in time. After all, I was like that myself until a year ago. Hensworth! For my own personal victories and for guilty verdicts. Yeah, and guess what? You were wrong all those times, too. That's the real issue here. Mm-hmm. Well, not necessarily you. Maybe more like the police got the wrong person or something, you know, and you just assume that they're right with who they managed to pick up. So at the end of the day, you know, who's really ever to blame on either end of it when somebody loses? You just never know. Well. Oh, and of course, the events of 1-4. Now, see, there's also, like, the issue of, like, case 1-5. A lot of people don't like that case, I've noticed. Because it wasn't actually added to the first game until after this game came out. So this game takes place in a world where case 1-5 never happened. and it's hard for me to remember, actually, what happened in Case 1-4 and what happened in Case 1-5. So, it's like, I know at the end of 1-5, it seemed a lot happier than, or I mean, the end of 1-4 seemed a lot happier than the end of, or was it 1-5? Maybe it was 1-5 that had the, where they took the picture, you know? But there was one where he just plain disappeared. I think that might have been 1-4. Either way. No matter how desperate the situation, instead of giving up like most people, that man would hold strong with his undying faith. Then before I knew it, I began to trust him with that man as well. Yeah, I'm forgetting who's talking about who here, because I went off on that tangent. Me too. Yeah, it's all about the truth. It's all about the tooth. Thankfully, I don't have to worry about my teeth anymore. Oh, God. You'd be surprised, like, oh my gosh, how much I worried about that in those days. Whatever. This I promise you. Who are you, in sync? Good lord, dude. The truth. Yes, that's the reason why prosecutors and defense lawyers exist, little girl. But I'm sure you knew that already, didn't you, Wright? And that's what turns me on about you. Your attention to detail. That's why you couldn't forgive me. This man who went into hiding, isn't that right? Well, I suppose. I don't know if it merited as much hate as Phoenix seemed to harbor for the guy, but, well. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose. Oh my gosh, yeah, sure enough. Bringing up the lunch money incident. Jeez. So what I told you was true, from a certain point of view. You'll find that many of the truths that we cling to in our lives depend mostly on our own point of view. I don't want to hear the wretched whimpering of a disgraced loser. A Von Karma is someone who is destined to be perfect. Miles Edgeworth, you are no longer worthy. What? He wasn't trying to be a Von Karma, you? Oh, neither are you. Wait, what? You're not worthy either? It's over. It's all over. Hey, wait, come back here. It's okay. What? This is an electromagnetic receiver. Yeah, that thing. Oh, geez. Isn't that the thing she used to track Detective Gumshoe? Sure enough, it is. Well, I guess we can track him now. What? She threw her whip away? Dude, you can't throw your whip away. That's your thing, man. Never set foot in another courtroom again. So that's the only reason you had the whip was for the courtroom? You couldn't use it to say, oh, I don't know, go deer hunting or something? Or go whip some bats? Or, I don't know. Nick? Maya! Oh my god, she's here! Oh my god. I almost forgot about you and all that exposition. Mystic Maya! Oh man. Ah, there we are. Look at Phoenix, he's so happy. So relieved. So relieved. Oh, Nick, I knew you would come through. You got on guard convicted like I knew you would. And on top of that, you even rescued me. Well, of course I did. You know I would never desert you. Speaking of desert, we sure pressed our luck this trial. You're really lucky to be standing here. Whatever, whatever. Look, it's over, okay? Besides, if I did croak, I would just come back and haunt you like a bad ghost super early. Pearlie would just never be able to buy clothes again, let's put it that way. At least nothing that wouldn't stretch, you know, like the... I don't know. It seems like those clothes that they wear have a way of stretching or something to accommodate, you know, the bodies that inevitably get possessed. Or that they inevitably turn into. It'd be funny if, like, one of them got possessed by a dragon or something. That would be cool. That would be some cool shit right there. So I missed what he said there. I think he said he was relieved that she was okay. Oh man, bless your heart. We need to get over to that burger joint. Depressing place. This is where my victory happened, man. This is my favorite place to be right now. I look like a burger. I'm a prime rib, at least. Why have I been clapping so much in my videos lately? It's like you hear me over here. It's like I got the claps, man. Don't be silly, Nick. Oh. Well, shoot. Another feast? Sounds good to me. Let's have some roast beast, man. And the Grinch. He, the Grinch himself, carved the roast beast. What are we doing here? Oh my god! Jeez, Gumshoe, you look so wrong! Oh, jeez. Oh. What? Oh, I'm so used to seeing him with the trench coat. Oh, jeez. Oh, and all that mummy wrap around his head? A telephone pole? Really? Well, thank God he didn't hit another car. I thought he got in a wreck with another car. Or another driver, I should say. Another car. Notice once again, I think of cars as objects rather than people. Got in a wreck with another car. More exciting than the very last episode of the Steel Samurai. Huh, thanks, I guess. Now looky here, Mr. Snooty Prosecutor, don't you reckon you bullied Mr. Wright too hard? If you don't start being a lot nicer to him, he might just kick it. Tonight, even. I'm not going anywhere. I can handle him just fine. I can handle him just fine. Sweet. Alright. Bought a new one? What? They didn't give her the old one back? At least? So I'll go take it out of the evidence room if you want your old one back. Besides, you got that story to print, you know? Amen to that, pal. Amen. Oh my god, I can't see him like that. That is so... It's like there's nothing wrong with it, but I can't put my finger on it. Like, maybe it's the mummy wrap or something. I don't know. I love that his hair is sticking out of it. Oh. Wait, what? 4 things? Dude. Oh no. Who's got his code? Yeah, it's over, but I want to know what that... if they're talking about it, it must be important. Between getting accused of murder and... I don't know. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Oh yeah, I'm sure she was real scared. So to keep my mind off things, I drew a picture. Oh, cool. Where is the picture? You don't know where it went. You were there for 2 days. There's only so many places it could have gone. Did you check your pockets? What is that 4th thing? Oh, there it goes. There goes Gumshoe's thing. Get some more Doritos. But you thought I was going to say get some more toilet. You probably wish I'd said get some more toilet paper. Yeah, I believe it. Well, that's strange. Excuse yourself? What do you have to do? You have to get... Oh my god. But Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't even eaten anything yet. Dude, she hasn't eaten in 2 days. Don't even go there. I've had fun tonight. Oh, thanks, Edgeworth. Jeez, I actually believed you there, too. What? I just want to say, thanks, Edgeworth. You really saved me out there. Aw. If anyone should be saying thanks, it should be me. Jeez, we need a man hug here. We need to just hug it out. Oh. Huh. Could give you the Magatama. I could give you my badge. You could be a defense attorney from now on. No. Crime photo. I'm giving that. Jeez. Give you the figurine. There you go. Put this up on your mantle. Make sure you take the suicide note out. No. Oh, the whip is in here. I could give him the whip. Huh. Well, thrown away by Francisco, it has a certain mysterious nostalgia to it. And for a second I thought I was going to say it had a mysterious message on it. Jeez. Well, you're the prosecutor now. You know, you should have it. Thank you. All thanks to you, too. You and her. She did kind of save the day at the end there. You don't need to thank me. I was only doing my job. Looks like Mr. Edgeworth has left, Mr. Nick. Hey, Mystic Maya! Yes, Pearly? I guess you two can go back to being lovey-dovey, right? Aren't you glad I didn't use that voice the whole time for her? You and Mr. Nick, I mean. Oh, not the shipping again. But you cut it out already. Oh my god. Between these Doritos and my throat now. I just shouldn't even speak for the rest of this. Oh, you can't even buy instant noodles now? Jeez. Oh, well, okay, fine. I can cover you. That's not a big deal. Oh, camera shop in the hotel? Wow. $3,000? Huh? One ha for each 1,000. Actually, I reckon you bought... What? You did not? You did not just put that on my tab. Dude, you're paying that back. Plus interest. That is 4 months rent on my office. Time to let it all out. I'm not letting anything out right now. Nope. The real me. Oh. Oh, they want me to say objection, do they? Wait, do I actually have to say it? Oh, this is gonna be embarrassing. Objection! Wait. Wait, do I have to hold down Y? Right here. Hang on. Objection! There it goes. Haha. Nice. Oh, that was it. I had... Oh, man. Oh my god, this video is almost an hour. Ugh. Jeez. Yeah, I guess you do. I was just drinking there. Sorry. It's my barf day. I have to keep eating. Or else it's not a real barf day. God, I can't believe I'm 39 freaking years old. Thanks, Pearl. Is she going to be in the third game, I wonder? Jeez, I mean, she'll probably be older. I'm not saying anything by that, I'm just curious. It's going to be weird, though. I mean, I don't know, this game only took place like 1 year later, so, you know. The more things change, the more they stay the same. I mean, I don't want these characters to age too much. Then it makes me feel older. There's probably going to come a point where they start messing around with the sprites and making them look different. And that's going to be scary. Because one of the things I liked about this game, as a sequel, was that they kept most of the stuff the same. Like, all the sprites were the same. And, oh, hey, it's, what's her face? Maggie. Maggie Bird. Oh, you're retiring? Great. You're going to be a waitress now. Well, that's awesome. I regret to inform you people that I have seen pictures. I guess that's another way in which I've been spoiled. I need to stop looking around and Googling around about this. I've seen pictures of her in the waitress outfit, or in some other outfit. It was like all frilly and red. And I didn't look any closer than the thumbnails. But suffice it to say, I just won't even say. How about that? It's better for both of us if I don't. It didn't matter if I got whipped, though. Yeah, so ho. That guy can just... whatever. Yeah, but like all the sprites... I mean, they added a few new sprites here and there, but they weren't, like, you know, obtrusive in any way. Like Edgeworth smiling. I mean, it freaked me out a little bit when that smiling sprite of him in 1.5 showed up. But then it was funny because you didn't see that sprite in this game. Which makes sense because this game came out before Case 1.5 even existed. So, but they did add that new sprite of him smiling in this game too, which was perfect too, considering the way that he entered in Case 4. Like, I just flipped my shit when that happened. So you guys heard it. So yeah, but all the Maya sprites were the same, and all the characters that carried over from the previous game, you know, like Lotta and Old Bag. I mean, they had a few new sprites, like Old Bag's spacesuit and all, but and then Maya. I think most of Maya's sprites are pretty much the same. But what I'm saying basically is that, you know, it felt like a continuation of the old game because they didn't change too much. And as you get older, you know, like I can tell you firsthand that the older you get, the more you appreciate it when things don't change. Because the more things change, the more you feel kind of left behind because you don't change. If that makes any sense. I know it doesn't, but... So I know probably, you know, by the time we get to the third game, there's going to be... I anticipate bigger changes. I don't know when I'm going to start the third game. Like, I'm thinking I could just start it today, almost. Just start recording it and not put it up till, like, August or something. Because I don't think I'm going to go straight to the third game after this. Like, you guys will be hearing this on May 10th, I think, is the date that it's going to go up. But I'm probably, like, I mean, I honestly hope that I get some Pokemon recorded to put up alongside this LP as it goes up. Because, I mean, from April 5th to May 10th, that's a long time. I am going to be moving, so there's going to be all that, but... I should be able to get some recording done on the side, and hopefully I'll be settled in once I get there. But that's all just conjecture, and I haven't even been reading what's going on the screen. It has become difficult for me in this country as of late. As such, I'll take a short absence. If you would like to request my services, please be sure to visit my homepage. Really? Oh my god. Oh, there goes my monitor popping. Oh, man. Jeez. So, yeah, like I said, I mean, I will do the third game eventually, because I've heard that it's really good. So, I will do it, but just not straight away. Oh? Well, what's going on here? There's more? That was the credits, dude. There can't be more. 9:42 p.m. Where are you going, Franziska? Oh my gosh. It's a nice airport. It looks like, I guess it's sort of like Detroit. Or Minneapolis, rather. With this. That's... I heard you were planting things on a certain person. Things like tracking devices in his coat, for example. Ha. That's just like you. I only planted there because he was always wearing it. This filthy drab coat of it. You still have it? Oh, you don't know how it ended up in your luggage. But it's going in the trash, I promise you that. No, I'll take it. Speaking of that man, he told me something very interesting. Yeah, the fourth thing. What they never told us what that was. Dude, come on, please tell us. What would it change, though? Is it going to turn out that I was wrong all this time and Matt was innocent? There's nothing that could prove that. He told me himself he hired the dude. It looks like a basketball from that sprite. It doesn't matter anymore. The case is already over. Yeah. What are you going to do now? That's none of your beeswax. Are you running away? Shut up! You don't understand a thing. I just came here to visit. You can't possibly understand what it means to be Manfred von Karma's daughter. Oh, goodness. So many expectations from everyone around me. Expectations I must fulfill. I'm expected to win no matter what, and failure? Such a thing is not an option for me. My father was a genius, there's no doubt about that. But me? I'm no genius. I've always known that. Jeez. But I had to be one. I had to. You may not be a genius like your father, but you're still very beautiful. So you are a prosecutor. No, I'm not. Not anymore. What, are you gonna go be a waitress with Maggie Bird, then? Oh, he's got the whip. Wait a minute, would this scene not happen if I didn't give him the whip? What would have happened if I hadn't given him the whip? I'm going to say this again. He would have just not given it. Well, that's the thing, though. I mean, well... I don't know. You haven't changed a bit. You've always left me alone and walked on ahead without me. Okay, you know what? Oh my god. This is another screenshot that I've seen before. I don't remember how I saw it or where I saw it, but I did see it. And it was in the middle of while I was doing case 2 that I saw it. So I always knew that at some point this was coming. I didn't remember the background. All I remembered was that it was her and that line about walking on ahead without me. And I always wondered what that meant, but I figured it would come up at some point. So I'm glad it finally did. Because there were a couple of times I wondered if it was ever going to. Miles Edgeworth, I've always hated you. Jeez. And finally my chance to take my revenge on you arrived. Hey, that's true. I mean, she was growing up with him around, wasn't she? Because because her dad tutored Edgeworth. So surely she was around to see some of that. Oh. So she wanted to beat the guy who beat Edgeworth as a way of being better than Edgeworth. Huh. Yeah, true. Well, I mean, to some extent, we all depend on people. But, you know, depending on one person specifically, well, I don't know. I've had times in my life where I sort of had recurring thoughts of one person, and that's what got me by, was just that one person. But they would have no idea that they got me through something. That has happened before, but I wouldn't... Holy... Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm Franziska von Karma. Don't think I'm going to walk in your shadow forever. Our battle begins now, so you'd better prepare yourself, Miles Edgeworth. Oh my god, that is scary as hell. Oh, jeez. Oh. I'm just not used to it. I don't know. It's so weird when you're so used to seeing someone a certain way, and then suddenly... Oh, man. I'm sure we'll meet again in battle. Until then, this last piece of evidence that never made it to you. Oh! I'll take good care of this fourth piece. What is it? So I can give it to you when at last we meet again. Oh my god. They're not going to tell us, are they? Oh! Oh! Is that Maya's drawing? Because she had the card. Oh. Maybe that was what got her through, you know? That would make sense. Oh! It's that title screen. I was just waiting for it because I knew it had to be coming sooner or later. Oh, we did it. We finished Phoenix Wright Justice for All. Oh, man. That calls for another Dorito. Uh-huh. Anyway, guys. Oh. I've kept you for long enough as it is. And if you've watched this far into the video, God bless you for it. Because I tell you, man. This is insane. This is about to be an hour and 10 minutes long. Alright, so let's stop before it gets there. How about that? Thank you so much for watching. I can't even tell you how much I appreciate this. You guys have always been just completely amazing. And, you know, you continue to prove that to me every single day. Okay, enough anyway. Take care of you guys. I love you so much. We will see you again real soon. Take care, keep the faith, and know that you are loved. See you later.